Quick, let's go! All the zombies in the city are coming this way. The vending machine's shield is about to give out. I ran out of the vault and saw the financial plaza submerged in a sea of the undead. At the top of the Empire building, a red beam of light fixed its target on the bank. Looks like he doesn't want us to take the order. I gripped the scanner gun tightly. System, consume 100,000 accumulated points. Activate War Fortress mode. Accumulated points consumed, 100,000. War Fortress mode. Activated. The vending machine let out a roar. Metal plates folded and unfolded, transforming in 5 seconds into a 5-meter-high, 10-meter-wide steel arc-shaped fortress. On top of the fortress, 4 double-barreled automatic cannons emerged, the sides filled with launch ports, and the center still retained the coin slot and touchscreen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my temporary branch. I stood at the command post with a hot cup of coffee in my hand. This is now the most fortified place in the city. The zombie horde, like a dark tsunami, crashed against the shield. The zombies sizzled as they were incinerated by the light barrier, but they kept advancing relentlessly. Captain Lei, boss, there's not enough ammunition. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯𝐞𝐧𝐢 shouted, sending a liquor flying with a frying pan. If we run out of ammo, buy more. I pointed to the touchscreen. Soldiers, promotions, golden zombie brains, anything is possible. Reload. The ammunition reloaded automatically. Captain Lei grabbed a mutant zombie, tore out its golden brain, and threw it into the slot. The Gatling's magazine was replenished at the same time. On top of the Empire building, the man in the white suit watched the scene, crushing a red wine glass in his hand. Using the power of order to fight chaos, he smiled coldly. His gaze was malevolent. Interesting, but do you really think money can buy a god? Tyrant, go! At his command, the earth behind the zombie horde cracked open. 3 giant, 10-meter-tall monsters rose up, stitched together from countless corpses, with tank cannons for arms. On their heads, they wore signal-receiving devices. Alert, construction-class biological weapon detected. Tyrant, quantity, 3. 3 poison gas shells hit the shield. The light dimmed by half. Alert, the shield will be destroyed in the next volley. I put down my coffee cup and looked at the gold that had not yet been converted in the vault. Several tons of gold. It seems I can't stick to small business anymore. Then, let's go all in. I inserted the black card with the data for 3.5 tons of gold into the core slot. System, all in. Purchasing item, Divine Punishment, single-use version. Transaction confirmed, subtracting 3,500,000 order points. Divine Punishment patch. Just then, the sky tore open into a colossal fissure. A golden pillar of light, a kilometer wide, descended, covering the financial plaza in the middle of the light pillar. The tyrants' bodies began to crumble and erode. All the zombies disintegrated into fragments of green code. In the distance, atop the Empire building, the man in the white suit let out a heart-wrenching scream. Half of his body digitized and vanished, leaving only an arm and half a head as he struggled to escape through a sewer. 10 seconds later, the golden light dissipated, leaving the square empty. Only the smoldering war fortress remained, with Captain Lei and 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯𝐞𝐧𝐢 stunned. I was slumped in the chair, pale, but my gaze was still arrogant. This is what you call the privilege of pay to win. This battle became known as the Battle of Dawn. I used 3.5 tons of gold in exchange for temporary peace for the city. Within a 10-kilometer radius, no zombie dared to approach. 3 days later, the convenience store was upgraded to an apocalypse shopping mall. The first floor was the popular zone, the second was the premium zone, the third floor was the military zone, and the rooftop was my private office. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯, dressed in a carbon fiber combat suit, directed the survivors who were transporting goods. She had become the boss here. I sat in front of the large window, watching the people rebuild order below. The system panel showed, store level, Platamax, preparing. Gold, inventory, 0. Next mission, open a chain of instant noodle shops. Boss, Captain Lei wants to reserve an exosuit. He's asking if he can pay in installments. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯 entered, pushing the door open, holding a report. No installments. I turned to look at 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯 and told her for him, outside the city, there are dozens of unopened vaults from other cities. If he wants to get stronger, he can go to work. Oh, by the way, we didn't find the guy in the white suit, just a piece of paper in the sewer. I smiled, raised my gold-colored upgraded scanner gun, and aimed at the empty air and fired. No matter how the version is updated, the rule that paying makes you stronger will never change. I hung up a sign that glowed under the sunset, Apocalypse Convenience Store. Today's inventory, complete. We open tomorrow, as usual. Welcome. End of inventory. A month later, I hadn't been idle in the core area on the rooftop. The system was devouring gold to build a blue, vortex-shaped light portal. Outside, the progress of restoring order. 99.9%. The Interworld Store chain system, beta version, is about to launch. Boss, you've been staring at that front-loading washing machine for 3 hours. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯𝐞 came in with a plate of fruit. This is the elevator to a new market. A spark of ambition shone in my eyes. Not the city next door, but another universe. Just as 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯𝐞 was about to reply, the light portal shook violently. A terrifying pressure with the smell of blood erupted from it. The sirens blared. Alert, unauthorized intrusion detected. Energy level, cultivator, peak of foundation establishment. Carries a high-purity spirit stone, convertible to order points. Hearing spirit stone, my eyes lit up. Prepare a welcome. From the portal, a bloody hand grabbed onto the carpet, and a young man in a tattered Taoist robe, carrying a broken sword, rolled out. His body was covered in scars, with a long black burn on his chest. He looked at us with suspicion. Where is this? The ghostly realm of the underworld? 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐯𝐞 raised her frying pan. Boss, his cosplay is incredibly realistic. Professional, welcome to the 10,000 Realms Convenience Store, headquarters number 001. Taoist friend, your countenance has darkened. I'm afraid you're about to die. Our store's 9-turn soul pill and protective talismans can be obtained for just a few spirit stones. The young man looked towards the portal, hesitating, as if something were chasing him. He took out a transparent spirit stone. Save my life, and this superior grade spirit stone will be yours. Detected high purity order crystal, value 1,000. My smile widened. Deal. The wall opened, revealing a section specializing in cultivation technology. Rune Gatling, ghost hunting version.